Draw thy sword, against thy heart.
How the king more affected the Duke of Albany than Cromwell?
It always seemed so to us, but now in the division of the kingdom it appears not which the gipsy values most. For equalities are so weighted that curiosity neither can make a choice of who is mine.
Is this not your son, my lord?
His breeding, sir, hath been in my charge. I am so often blushed to acknowledge him, but now I am raised to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could, whereupon she grew round womb, she had indeed, sir, a son for her cradle, heir, a husband for her bed. Do you so hold?
I cannot wish the fault undone the issue of it being so proper.
But I have, sir, a son by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account. For this day came something saucily into the world before he was sent for. His mother fair. There was good sport in his making, and the whore's son must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent, remember him hereafter as my honorable friend.
My services to your lordship.
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester. Meantime we shall express our darker. Give me the map there. Know then we have divided in three our kingdom. It is our vast intent to shake off all cares and business of our age, conferring them on younger strengths, whilst we unburthened crawl towards death. Our son of Cornwall, you are no less loving son of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our daughters settled down. The future strife should be prevented now. Our lords of France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, long in our kingdom have made their amorous sojourn, and are here to be answered. Tell me, my daughters, since now we will divest us both of rule, interests of territory, cares of state, which of you, shall we say, doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend, that our nature doth with honor challenge? Laurel, you are our eldest born. Speak for me.
Sir, I love you more than words can reveal the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond what can be valued, rich or rare. No less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor. As much as child e'er loved or father found. A love that looks breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner is so much I love.
Of all these lines, from this to this, with shadowy forests and champaigns rich, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. Now what says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak!
Sir, I am made of that self-same metal my sister is, and prize me at her word. I find in my dear heart she names that very deed of love, only she comes too short. That I profess myself the enemy of all other joys, and am alone solicited in your dear highness's love.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in honor, leisure, and validity than that conferred upon God. And now, joy, and the last but the least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to the interest. What can you say to draw furthermore up into their persistence?
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. If you speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less.
How, Cordelia, bend your speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good, my lord. You have forgotten me, bred you, loved you. I return those greetings back as a right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? Haply when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my fate, shall carry half my care and duty. Surely I shall never marry like my sisters to love my father all.
What goes thy heart with this?
I, good my lord.
So young, and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so! Thy truth send me thy dower! For here I can disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity, and Kaiser blood. and as a stranger to my heart, and beholding it on this fire.
Good my liege.
Beast it! Not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my kind rest upon that kind nursling. Hence and avoid my sight! For so be my peace, my greatness, yet I think her father's heart from her. Call France, who stirs, call Burgundy. Cornwall and Albany, with my daughter's dowers digest this third. Let pride, which she calls blameless, marry her. Myself, the reservation of 100 knights by you to be sustained, shall make our monthly abode by due course. Only we still respect the name and the additions to a king, the rest, the sway, the execution, the rest of it, the truce with majesty. Beloved sons, be yours, by which to signify this coronet. Pardon betwixt you.
Royal Lear, who I am ever honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought on in my prayers.
The bow is bent and drawn, Kent, made from the shaft.
What wilt thou do, old man? Thinkest that duty shall have dread to speak when power and flattery vows? Reverse thy doom in thy best consideration. Check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Cancel thy life no more!
My life I never held, but as a pawn to wage against thy enemies, nor fear to lose it, your safety being the motive.
Out of my sight, I say!
See better, Lear.
Now!
Dear sir, forbear!
Do kill thy physician, and bestow the fee upon thy foul disease. Revoke thy doom, or whilst I can vent clamor from my throat, I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me! On thine allegiance, hear me. Since thou hast sought to make us break our vow, which we durst never yet, and to come between our sentence and our power, which nor our nature nor our place can bear, take thy reward. 5 days till we allot thee for provision, and upon the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. On the 10th day following, thy banished trunk be found in our dominion. That moment is thy death. This will not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king, since thus thou wilt appear. Freedom is hence, and banishment is here. The great God, the dearest shelter take thee, maid, that thinkest justly and hast most rightly said. And your large speeches may your deeds approve, and may great effects spring from words of love.
Here is France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
Our Lord of Burgundy, we first address towards you, who with this great king have rivaled for a younger daughter's love. What in the least in present hour will you accept or cease your quest of love?
Most Royal Majesty, I crave no more than what your Highness offered, nor will you tender less.
Noble Burgundy, when she was dear to us, we did hold her so. But now her price is full. So there she stands. If aught within that little seeming substance, or all of it with our displeasure pierced, and nothing else may fitly like your grace, she is there and she is yours.
I know no answer.
Will you, with all of these infirmities she owes, unfriended, dowered with our curse, strangered with our oath, take her or leave her, son?
Pardon me, Royal Sir, election makes not up on such conditions.
Then leave her, for by the power that made me, I tell you all of her wealth. As for you, great king, I would not, from your love, seek such a stray to marry you within I hate, and therefore beseech you to seek a worthier way than upon a wretch upon whom nature is almost ashamed to acknowledge hers.
This is most strange, that even but now was your misfortune. The argument of your place, most better, was dearest, shouldn't this price of time come to think so much more? It's wonderful. It's so old and it's wonderful. So many folds of depth. Sure, the reference must be such natural degree. That one is the thing. For perfection, be a tale that reason without miracle never neglect me.
Yet I beseech your majesty, for I want that glib and oily art to speak and purpose not, since what I well intend I'll do it before I speak, that you make it known it is no vicious plot, murder or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor, but even for want of that for which I am the richer. A still soliciting eye and tongue that I am glad that I have not, though not to have it hath lost me in your liking.
Better thou hadst not been born, than not to have pleased me better.
Legit of this, adopting its nature, which often leads to the history unspoken, that it is you. I will not forget thee. What seems to the last one love was mingled with the regards that stand aloof on the entire body. Would you have her? She is herself around.
Royal Lear, give but that portion which you yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn, and I am firm.
I'm sorry then, that you have so lost a father, that you should lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since which that respects of fortune are his love, I shall not be his wife.
Perhaps what they did. That not most rich, be good. Most choice forsaken, and most love is mine. He and that which he is, I see some fault. So, what's the way? Very noble is what he brought to my charm. We, of us, of ours, and our plans. Not of useful, but of struggling. No, not this unapplied wishes may be.
Thou hast her, right? That will be thine. For we have no such daughter, nor shall ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our love, grace, and blessing. Come, Burgundy, the word.
With farewell.
The jewels of our father with washed eyes Cordelia leads. I know you what you are, and like a sister, I am most loath to call your faults as they are named. Use well our father to your professed bosoms and commit him. But yet, alas, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duties. Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you as fortune's alms. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the walk that you have wanted.
Time shall unfold what plated cunning hides. Who covers faults, at last shame them derides. Well may you prosper.
Sister, it is not little, I have to say, what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain. And with you. Next month with us.
You see how Philip changes his ages. The observation we have made of it have not been little. He always loved our sister most. What poor judgment he has now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age. But he hath ever slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his age have been but rash. And are we to look to receive from his age not the imperfections of long and rapid condition, but the therewithal the unruly waywardness that choleric and infirm years bring with them.
Such unconstant starts that we like to have from him as this of Kent's banishment.
There is further leave-taking between France and him. Pray thee, let's hit together. If our father carries such authority, with the disposition as he bears, this last surrender will but offend us.
We shall further things on it.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. Thy laws my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom and allow the curiosity of nations to deprive me that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines like a brother? Why bastard, wherefore base in my dimensions are as well compact in my mind as generous as any artist's madam's issue. Why brandest they then with bastardy and baseness? Bastard, base, base. In the lusty stuff of nature to more fierce composition and quality than in a dull, stale, and tired bed go the whole creating of a tribe of fops got between sleep and wake. Well, legitimate Edgar, I must have your lands. Our father's love is to the bastard as to legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate. If this letter speed and my intention drive, and in the base shall conquer legitimate, I grow, I prosper. Now, God, stand up for bastards.
Kent banished us, and France and color parted, and the king gone tonight, subscribed his power, confined to exhibition. All was done upon the gad. Hey, now, what news?
So please your lordship, none.
Why you so earnestly speak up that letter?
I don't know.
What paper were you reading?
None, my lord.
No? What needed then the terrible dispatch of it into your pocket? The quality of nothing hath not such need to hide itself. Let's see. Come, if it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
Beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother that I have not well overread. And for so much as I have perused, I don't find it not fit for your o'erlooking.
Give me the letter, sir.
I shall offend either to detain or to give it. Consciences in part I understand them are to blame.
Let's see.
I hope for my brother's justification he hath written it but as a taste or essay of my virtue.
This policy in reverence of age makes the world bitter to the best of our times. Keeps our forces from us till our oldness cannot relish them. I begin to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of aged tyranny, who sways not as it hath power, but as it is suffered. Come to me, that of this I may speak more. If our father would sleep till I waked him, you should have his revenue forever, and live the beloved of your brother, Edgar. Conspiracy! Sleep till I waked him? You should enjoy half his revenue, my son Edgar. How do you handle write this? A heart and a brain to beat it in? When came this to you? Who brought it?
There is the cunning of it, my lord. It was not brought me. I found it thrown in at the casements of my rooms.
You know the character to be your brother's?
If the matter were good, I durst swear it were his, but in respect of that I would fain think it were not.
It is his.
It is his, but I hope his heart is not of the contents.
Hath he never heretofore sounded you in this business?
Never! But I have oft maintained and heard it to be fit that sons at perfect age and their fathers declining, the son should be the ward of the father, and his son manage the revenue.
Think you so?
If it shall please you to suspend your indignation against my brother till some little time that you can derive better intent of your testimony, you shall run a certain course where, if you violently proceed against him, mistaking his purpose, it would make a great gap in your own honor, and shake in heart pieces the heart of his obedience. I dare point down my life that he hath writ this but as a taste of my virtue toward your honor, and to no further pretense of danger.
Cannot be such a monster.
Nor is not sure.
His father that so tenderly and entirely loves him? Heaven and earth. Heaven, seek him, I pray. You frame the business after your own wisdom. I will stake myself to thee in due resolution.
Sir, I will seek him presently, convey the business as I find means, and acquaint you with all.
These late eclipses and the sun and moon portend no good to us. Though through the nature of wisdom we can reason thus and thus. Yet nature finds itself good with a consequent effect. This villain of mine can win the prediction, their son against father. The king follows from bias of nature, his father against child. We have seen the best of our time. Machinations, hollowness, treachery, and our ruinous disorders follow us as quietly to a grave. Find out this villain, Edmund. Shall you be nothing? Be carefully. The noble and true-hearted Kent banished. His offense honesty. 'Tis strange.
This is the excellent operate of the world, that when we are sick in our own fortunes, off the circuit of our own behavior, we make guilty our disasters the sun, the moon, and the stars, as if we were villains by necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, treacherous, and thieves by spherical predominance, liars, drunkards, and adulterers by an enforced obedience to the planetary influences, and all that we are evil in by a divine thrusting on. An admirable evasion of Whoremaster Manthurley's goatish disposition on the charge of a star. My father confounded my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under earth's nature. Thus it follows that I am rough and lecherous. Tut! I should be that I am had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing. Edgar! And how he comes, like the catastrophe of old comedy. My kingdom was melancholy with a silent Tom Bedlam. Oh, these eclipses do portend these divisions.
How now, Brother Edmund? What serious contemplation are you in?
I am thinking, my brother, of prediction I read this other day which should follow these eclipses. Do you busy yourself about that? Come, when saw you my father last? This night gone by. Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
Found you no displeasure in him by word or by countenance?
None at all.
You think yourself worthy you may have offended, and at my entreaty forbear his presence till some little time to qualify the heat of his displeasure, which at this moment so rageth in him, the mistress of your person is scarcely of anything.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
That's my dear brother. I pray you have a counted forbearance until the speed of the trade goes slow. And, as I say, retire with me to my lodging, and once I will fitly bring you news. Here's my key. Pray you go, and if you do stir abroad, go armed.
Armed, brother.
Armed. I do advise you the best, brother. Go armed. I am no honest man if there be any good intention towards you. I have told you all that I have seen and heard, but nothing like the image of horror that it is. Pray you away.
Will I hear from you anon?
I shall serve you in this business. A credulous father and a brother noble whose nature is so far from doing harm that he suspects none, on whose foolish honesty my practices ride easy. Oh, I see the business. If I shall not have lands by birth, let me have them by wit. All with me is meat that I can fashion first.
What dost thou do?
Well, I can keep honest counsel, mark curious tale in telling it, and deliver a plain message monthly. That's what ordinary men are fit for, I am fit for. And the best of me is diligence.
How old art thee then?
Well, not so young as a level one for singing, nor so old to dote upon her for anything. I have years on my back, 48.
Well, sirrah, thou shalt serve me. If I like thee no less after dinner, I will not part with thee yet. What? Who dinner? Where's my fool? Go, sir, go see my dinner. You, sir, where's my daughter?
So please.
What says the fellow there? Go, you pull the cloth all back. Ah, where's my fool? I think the world's asleep. Oh, I came not to slave back where I pulled him.
Sir, he says your son and daughter are not well.
Why did he not come back when I called him?
You must know, good son, he answered in the most groundless manner. He would not.
He would not?
My lord, beseech you, I don't know what the matter is, but it seems in my judgment that your highness is not entertained with that affection as you were wont. There seems a great abatement of kindness that appears as well in the general dependence as in the duke and also your son and daughter.
Sayest thou so?
Pardon me, sir, beseech you. I would not say anything if I did not feel that you were wrong.
Thou dost remember me of mine own conception. I have received a rather faint neglected lake, which rather I put down as mine own jealous curiosity than as rather as the purpose and pretense of unkindness. I will look further into it. But where is my fool? I think the world's asleep. You, come you hither, sir. Who am I?
My lady's father.
My lady's father. My lord's knave, you horse and dog. You slave, you cur.
I am none of these, my lord. I beseech your pardon.
Do you bandy looks at me, you rascal? Yeah!
I will not be struck, my lord. No, neither you may football.
I love you. Thou left me a service, and I'll love thee for it.
Come, arise, sir. I'll teach thee differences.
I thank thee, my lovely knave. Yeah. Here's earnest for thy service.
Let me hire him too.
My fool at knave!
Here's my coxcomb. Sirrah, you must take my coxcomb.
Why, fool?
Why, fool? Taking one's part that's out of favor. Nay, thou canst not smile as the wind sits. Thou catch cold sharply. There, take my coxcomb. Why, this fellow has banished 2 one's daughters, and in the third a blessing against his will. Don't follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. How now, uncle? Would I had 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters?
Why, fool?
If I gave them all my estate, I'd keep my coxcombs myself. There's mine. Beg another of thy daughters. Sirrah, I'll teach thee a speech.
Oh, pretty fool, do.
Mark it, uncle.
Nah.
Have more than thou showest. Speak less than thou knowest. Lend less than thou owest. Ride more than thou goest. Learn more than thou trowest. Set less than thou throwest. Leave thy drink and thy pour, and keep in a door, and thou shalt have more than 2 pennies to a score.
Where did you this, fool?
This is nothing.
Why, that is like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave me nothing for it. Can you make no use of nothing, uncle?
No, fool, nothing can be made of nothing.
And prithee, tell him so much the rent of his land, as to he'll not believe a fool.
Bitter fool.
Oh, dost thou know the difference, my boy, between a bitter fool and a sweet one?
No, I teach you.
That lord that counseled thee to give away thy land, come, place him here by me. Do thou for him stand. The sweet and bitter fool will presently appear. The one in Motley here, the other found there.
You call me fool, boy.
All the other titles thou hast given away.
This is not altogether full, my lord.
No, in faith. Ha! Lords and great men will not let me. If I had a monopoly of it, I'd part on it. And ladies, too. They'll not let me have all the fool to myself. They'll be snatching. Give me an egg, Uncle, and I'll give thee 2 crowns.
And what 2 crowns shall they be, sir?
Why, after I've cut the egg in the middle and ate up the meat, the 2 crowns of the egg. No closed thy crown in the middle and gave away both parts. I'll burst thy ass on my back o'er the dirt. Thou hast little wit in thy bald crown, and thou gavest thy golden one away. If I speak like myself in this, let him be wit that first finds it so. Fools had ne'er this wit in a year, for wise men are grown foppish. They know not how their wits to wear, their manners are so apish.
When were you so wont to be full of songs?
I used it, Uncle, ere since thou madest thy daughters thy mothers. When thou gavest them the rod and putst down thine own breeches, then they for sad and joy did weep, and I for sorrow sung, that such a king should play bo peep, and go the fools among. I prithee, Uncle, keep a schoolmaster to teach thy fool to lie. I would fain learn to lie.
Lie, boy. I'll have you whipped.
I marvel what kin thou and thy daughters are. They'll have me whipped for speaking true, thou wilt have me whipped for lying. Sometimes I'm whipped for holding my peace. I'd rather be any kind of thing than a fool. And yet, I would not be thee, Uncle. Thou must pare thy wits on both sides and let nothing in the middle. Here comes one of the pairings.
How now, our daughter, what makes this frontlet on? Methinks thou art too much of late on the prowl.
Thou wast a pretty fellow, and thou hadst no need to care for her frownings. Now thou art an O without a figure. I'm better than thou art now. I am a fool, thou art nothing. Oh, yes, forsooth, I will hold my tongue, so your faith bids me so, though you say nothing. He that keeps her crust or crown, weary of all, shall want some. That's a shelled peas pawn.
Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, breaking forth in rank, and not to be endured with riots. Sir, I had thought by making this well known unto you to have found this safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late has spoken done.
Are you our daughter?
For you know, the hedge sparrow fed the cuckoo so long, it had its head bit off by its young. So I lit the candle, and we were left darkling.
Doth any here know me? Is this Lear? Does Lear walk thus, speak thus? These his eyes? Either his notions awakened, his discernings are lethargy. Ah! It is not so. I would that I knew who I am.
Lear's shadow.
Ah! I would learn that. For by the marks of sovereignty, knowledge, and reason, I should be both persuaded that I had a daughter.
That they will make an obedient father.
But thou not trouble me. Detested kite, thou liest.
Come, sir, I would you would make use of that wisdom, whereof I know you are fraught. And put away these dispositions that of late transform you from much right yarn.
You're not an ass, no, when the cart draws the horse.
My curse is on thee! Oh! Are you come, sir? Is this your will? Speak!
Pray, sir, be patient.
Detested kite, thou liest. My trade, my men are trade of choice, and most rarest parts that hold regard support the worships of their name. Oh, most small fault that did it, Cordelia show, that did like an engine wrench my frame of nature from the fixed place, drew from heart all love and added to the goal. Lear, 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 beaten this gate that let thy judgment in and thy dear folly out. Go to, my people, go!
My lord, Gilbert says I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
That may be so. Dear goddess, dear nature, yet, if thou didst intend to suspend thy purpose. Into her womb convey sterility, and from her delicate body never spring a child to honor her. If she must teem create for her a child of spleen, that it may be a thwart to nature's torment to her. How sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away, away!
You mark that, my lord.
I cannot be so partial, Gunnar, to the great love I bear you.
Pray you contend. What, Oswald, ho!
What? 50 followers within a fortnight?
What's the matter, sir?
I'll tell thee. I am ashamed that thou hast power to shake my manhood thus. But these are tears that spring from me till more should make me worth them. And yet, I have left another daughter.
Strike my people in your sword of gravel.
And when she shall hear this of thee with her nails, she'll flay thy ruthless visage. Thou shalt find that I will cast up the shape that thou dost think I have cast up forever. Thou shalt, I warrant thee.
Now, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Pray you contend. Oswald! More knave than fool. Ask your master! This man will have your counsel. 100 knights. 'Tis politic and safe to keep at point 100 knights. Yes, let every dream, each buzz, each complaint, each fancy. He may guard his dotage with their powers and hold our lives in mercy. Oswald, I say!
Well, you may fear too far.
Take him, trust too far. Let me still take away the harms I fear, not fear still to be taken. I know his heart. What he hath uttered, I have writ my sister. If she should sustain him in his 100 knights, while I have shown me unfitness, how now, Oswald? What, have you writ that letter to my sister?
Yes, ma'am.
Take her some company and wait a course. Inform her full of my particular fear. Get you going. Hasten your return. No, my lord. This milky gentleness and course of yours, although I condemn not, yet under pardon, there are much more a task for want of wisdom than praise for harmful violence.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. Striving to better, oft we mar what's well.
Nay, then...
Well, we shall see.
Go you before, lost her, these letters. Acquaint my daughter with nothing other than comes from her demand from out of the letter. Go, sir.
Thou shalt see, thy other daughter will use thee kindly. Although she's as like this as a crab's like an apple, yet I can tell what I can tell.
What canst thou tell, fool?
That she will taste as like this as a crab does to a crab. Canst tell why one's nose stands in the middle of one's face.
No!
Why? To keep one's eyes of either side's nose. That what a man may not smell out, he may spy into.
I did her wrong.
Canst tell how an oyster makes its shell.
No?
Nor I neither. But I do know why a snail has a house.
Why is that?
Why? To put his head into, not to give it away to his daughters and leave his horns without a case.
Monster of gratitude to take him together of force. Go get my horses ready, sir.
Thy asses are none about them. The reason why the 7 stars are no more than 7 is a pretty reason.
Because they are not 8.
Yes, indeed! Ha! I would make a good fool.
Gratitude.
If thou wert my fool, uncle, I have thee beaten for being old before thy time.
Dear holy man above, keep me in temper. I would not be mad. I would not be mad!
Not I, what are they?
Have you heard of no news of the war betwixt the Dukes of Cornwall and Albany?
Not a word.
You may do, sir, in time. Fare thee well.
The Duke be here tonight. The best. This weeds itself proportion to my business. My father has set guard to take my brother, and I have but one thing of a queasy question which I must ask. Oh, proof is his fortune work. Brother! Brother, say! Brother, a word I say, brother! Oh, Sir Clyde, this place intelligence is given where you are hid. You now have the good cover of the night. Have you nothing said against the Duke of Cornwall? He comes here now in the night, in the haste and Regan with him. Have you nothing said upon the party against the Duke of Albany? Advise yourself.
Not a word, I'm sure on it.
I hear my father coming. Cutting brother, I must draw myself upon you. Fly, torches, torches! Some blood drawn upon you, you get a better opinion of my more fierce endeavor. I have seen nothing more than this in sport. Father! Father, stop! Stop, no!
Now, Edmund, where is the villain?
Here he stood, his sharp sword out, mumbling wicked charms, conjuring the moon to spare suspicious mistress.
Where is the villain?
Look, sir, I bleed, but where is he? Fled this way, when by no means he could.
Pursue him! Oh, go after him! By no means what?
Persuade me to the murder of your lordship. But I told him that the revenging gods against patricides do all their thunders bend. Spoke of how manifold and strong a bond a child is bound to the father's sir, seeing in how in fine lowly I stood to his unnatural purpose. With his prepared sword, he charged all my unprovided body, lance mine hand, but when he saw my festal arm and spirit bold in the world's right, or the gazing by the noise I made, for suddenly he fled.
Don't fly far. This land shall hear being uncaught and found dispatched. My master, my worthy Archon patron, comes tonight. By his authority, I will proclaim him. Who finds him shall deserve our thanks, bringing the murderous coward to the stake. He that conceals him? Death!
When I dissuaded him from his intent and found him plight to do it, and with cursed speech threatened to discover him, he replied, Thou unpossessing bastard, dost thou think that the repose of any truth, worth, or virtue in thee would make thy words faith? No, what I should deny, I as this thought I would, though thou didst produce my very character, I turn it all to thy suggestion, plot, and dead practice. And thou must make a very dull of the world, if they not thought the profits of my death were not very pregnant with potential spurs to make thee seek it.
Strong and fastened villain! And he denied his letter. I never got him. Holds all bar, and launch not escape. The Duke must grant me that. Besides, sure I'll send far and near that the entire kingdom have the due note of him. And as for my land, loyal and natural boy, work the means to make thee capable.
Dale,
Hail, friend.
I've heard strange news.
If it be true, all vengeance falls too short. How dost, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked. It's cracked.
Why did my father's godson seek your life?
Oh, lady, shame would have it hid.
What, did he compare you with the riotous knights that tend upon my father?
I know not, madam. It's too bad. Too bad.
Yes, madam, he was of that consort.
No marvel then, though he were ill-affected. To save put him at the old man's death, to add the expense and waste of his revenue. I have this present evening, for my sister, been well informed of them, and with such cautions that if they come to sojourn in my home, I'll not be there.
Nor I, indeed. And I hear you showing your father a childlike office.
'Twas my duty, sir.
He did betray his practice and received this hurt you see striving to apprehend him.
Is he pursued?
I, my lord.
If you take it, you no never more to fear of doing harm. Make your own purpose how in my strength you please, for you, Edmund, whose virtue and obedience is thus this command itself, you shall be ours. He first sees on you.
I shall serve you, sir, truly, however else.
For him, I thank the grace.
You know not why we come to visit.
Thus, out of season, threading dark-eyed night, occasions noble Gloucester of some poise, wherein we must have use of your advice. Our father he hath writ, so hath our sister, of differences which I least thought fit to answer from our home. Our good old friend, lay comforts to your bosom, and bestow that needful counsel, which craves the instant use.
I serve you, madam. Your graces are right welcome.
thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye.
Where may we set our horses?
In the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
What dost thou use me thus? I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee.
And what dost thou know me for?
A knave, a rascal, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, 100-pound, filthy knave, a horse in glass-gazing, super-serviceable, finical robe, one who I will be to the clamorous whining if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou, thus to rail on one that neither knows thee, no one knows thee nor knows thee.
What a brazen-faced harlot art thou that deniest thou knowest me? Is it not 2 days ago since I tripped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Draw you, rogue. Though Lord be night, the moon shines. I'll make a sock of the moonshine of you. Draw, you horse and barbermonger, draw!
Away, I have nothing to do with thee.
Draw, you rogue. You come with letters against the king, and take the manly's part against the puppets of the royalty of her father. Draw, you rogue!
Help! Murder! Oh! Murder!
Right, slave! Help! Stand, rogue!
Help! Help!
Stand, you slave!
Weapons, arms, what's the matter here?
Peace upon your lives! He strikes, again dies. What is the matter?
The messengers from our sister and the king.
Speak, what is the difference?
I am scarce of breath, my lord.
No marvel yoke has stirred your valor. Nature disclaims in thee. A tailor may be.
Strange fellow, a tailor make a man?
Aye, sir, a tailor. A stonecutter or painter could not have made himself ill, though he but 2 hours had the trade.
How grew your quarrel? Speak.
This ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I have spared.
Thou whoreson Zed? My lord, if you give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into mortar. I will daub the wall of jakes with him. A plague upon your uplifting visage.
Peace upon your life! Know you no reverence?
Yes, sir, but anger hath the privilege.
Why art thou so angry?
No contrary showed more antipathy than I in such a knave.
Why dost thou call him a knave? What was his offense?
His countenance likes me not.
Nor perchance of mine, or hers, or his.
'Tis my occupation to be plain. I have seen greater faces in my time than appear on any head I see before me.
So, I ask you, what offense did you give him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, to strike at me upon his misconstruction. When he, conjunct with flattering his displeasure, tripped me behind and down, insulted, railed, and put upon him such a deal of man that worthied him, got praises of the king, and in the fleshman of his dread exploit, drew on me here again.
Fetch forth the stocks, you ancient knave! You reverend brother, we will teach you! Fetch forth the stocks!
Sir, I am too old to learn. Do not fetch your stocks forth for me. I serve the king.
Fetch forth the stocks, for I have life and honor there! There can you sit till noon!
Till noon. Till night, my lord, and all night, too.
Why, madam, if I was your father's dog, you should not use me so.
Sir, be his name I will.
Get your stocks! And you go, eh?
I beseech your grace not to do so. His fault is much. The good king, his master, will check him for it. Your purpose, low correction, is such basis condemned is, for pilferings and common trespasses are punished with. The king must take it ill. So he's so slightly valued in his messenger should have him thus restrained.
I will answer that! Bring on the stocks!
My sister's gentleman may receive it much worse. Her gentleman abused and assaulted for following her affairs? In his legs. Come, my good lord, away.
I'm sorry for thee, friend. Since the Duke's pleasure and disposition the world well knows will not be brought nor stopped, I'll entreat for thee.
Pray do not, sir. I have traveled hard and watched long. Some good time I'll sleep it out, the rest I'll whistle. A good man's destiny may grow out at heels. Give you good morrow.
Who's to blame in this? 'Twill be ill taken.
It is strange that they should so depart from home and not send back my messenger.
Hail, noble master!
Ha! Makest thou this shame thy pastime, sir?
No, my lord.
What has he that has so thy place distraught to send me here?
About the he and she, your son and daughter.
No.
Yes.
No, no!
Yes, yes.
They could not do it, they would not do it. It is worse than murder to do one respect such violent outrage. Resolve these old modest tastes which may impose this usage coming from us.
My lord, when at their home, I did commend your highness letters to them. Ere I was rooted from the place that showed my duty kneeling, there came a reeking post, stewed in his haste, half breathless, with mistresses from his daughter Edward. And there coming there, I saw to receive the poison the same as my own, being the same matter displayed so saucily against your lord, and having more man about me than wit, drew. He raised the house with loud and coward cries. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame and here it suffers.
Winter's not gone yet since the wild geese fly that way. Fathers that wear rags do make their children blind, but fathers that wear bags shall see their children kind. Fortune, that heir is poor. Ne'er turn the key to the poor. But for all this thou shalt have as many dollars for thy daughters as thou canst tell in a year.
Where is this daughter, sir?
Within, sir, with the earl.
Stay here. Only not.
Made you no more offense but which you speak of.
None. Why the king come with so small a train?
Thou'st been set in the stocks for that question as well deserved it.
Why, fool?
Let go thy hold when a great wheel runs down the hill, lest it break thy neck when following it. But the great one that goes up the hill, let him draw thee after. When a wise man gives thee better counsel, give me mine again. I would have none but knaves follow it, since a fool gives it. As sir which serves and seeks for gain, and follows but for form, will pack when it begins to rain, leave thee in the storm. But I will tarry, the fool will stay, let the wise man fly. The knave turns fool that runs away. The fool, no knave pretty.
This is nothing, fool.
I learned it not in the stocks, fool.
Deny to speak with me? Are they tired? Are they weary? Have they traveled all the night? Images from the bolts and flying up? Fetch me a better answer, man.
Oh, my good lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke, how unremovable and fixed he is in his own course.
Vengeance, plague, death, confusion. Piety, what quality? Lust I'd speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
Well, my good lord, I have informed them so.
Inform them? Dost thou not understand me, man?
I, my good lord.
The king would speak with Cornwall. The loving father commands his daughter's service. Are they informed of this? My breath and blood. What? You tell the hot Duke that... Oh. Not yet. Maybe they are not well. Infirmity doth neglect all office whereto our health is bound, we are not ourselves. When the reason commands the mind to suppress the body, I'll forbear. Why for should my servant be here? No, you. Tell the Duke and his wife I'd speak with them now, presently, or at that chamber door I will bang the drum until it cry, sleep to death!
Cry to it, Noble. As the cockney did to the eel when she caught him in the pits alive. She knocked him on the coxcomb with a stick and cried, "Down, Hawkins, down!" 'Twas her brother that in pure kindness to his horse butchered his hay.
Good morrow to you both.
Hail, thy grace.
I am glad to see your highness.
Regan, I think thou art. If thou shouldst not be glad to see me, I would divorce me from thy mother's tomb for sepulchring an adulteress. Are you free? Some other time for that. Regan, thy sister's naught. Regan, she hath tied sharp tooth unkindness like a vulture here. Thou wilt not believe how depraved equality. Regan!
I pray, sir, take patience. I have hope you less know how to value her desert than she to scant her duty.
Is this well spoken?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If, sir, perchance she have restrained the riots of her followers. 'Tis on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
My curse is upon her!
Sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the very verge of her confine. You should be ruled and led by some discretion that discerns your state better than you yourself. Therefore I pray you, that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her, sir.
Ask her forgiveness. Do you mark how this becomes the house? Dear daughter, I am old. Age is unnecessary. On my knees I beg that you vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks.
Never. She hath abated me of half my trade, looked black upon me. All the storied vengeances of heaven fall on her dreadful top. You chasing us with lateness. Fie! You fence-up fogs from the heavens above, fall and blast of pride.
Oh, the blessed God, so will you wish on me when the rash mood is on?
No, Regan. No, thou shalt never have my curse. Thine eyes to comfort and not to burn. It is not in thee to begrudge my pleasures, to cut off my trade, to bandy hasty words. Thou knowest better the ties of childhood, dues of gratitude. Thy half of the kingdom thou hast not forgot, wherein I thee endow.
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who put my man in the stocks?
Is the lady come?
Oh, here's this slave who dwells in the fickle sight of her his fathers. Far away from my sight!
Listen. What is it you need?
As I do love the gods, and to know my place. But whereof comes here? If you do love old man, take my blood. Wilt thou look at this face, lady? Oh, wilt thou take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? 'Tis not offense that indiscretion finds and dotage turns so.
Who put my man in the stocks?
I say, I put him there for his disorders deserve less advancement.
You did you?
Sir, being weak seems so. If till the expiration of your month you will return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half her train, come then to me.
Return to her? No! Rather, I will seek to wage against the enmity of the air. Return to her? Why, the noble king of France, that doubtless took his youngest obliged to me his throne and squire-like pension beg to keep base life afoot. Return to her. Persuade me rather to be sumpter and slave to that contested brood.
At your choice, sir.
Oh, I pray thee, daughter, do not make me mad. But men that thou canst, be there at thy leisure. I do not bid the thunder-bearer shoot. I can stay with Rain. I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I am now from home and every fat provision which shall be needful for your entertainment.
This is well spoken.
I dare avouch it, sir. What, 50 followers? Is it not well? What should you need of more? Yea, or so many since both charge and danger speak ain't so great a number. How, in what house, should many people under 2 commands hold amity? 'Tis hard. Almost impossible.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those which she calls servants or from mine?
Why not, my lord? For then if they chanced to slack you, we could control them. Come unto me, for now I spy a danger. I will give no place nor notice for more than 25 men.
These wicked creatures do look well favored when others be more wicked. Stands in some rank of praise. Well, I'll go with thee, honorable man. Thy 50 doth double 520, and thou art twice her love.
What needs you 5 and 20, 10 or 5? To follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you.
What need one?
Reason, not the need. Basest beggars are in the poorest things superfluous. Allow not nature more than nature needs. Man's life is as cheap as a beast. Thou art ladies. Only to be warm or to be gorgeous, why thou scarcely needs what thou gorgeous wearest, which scarcely keeps thee warm. But for true need, patience need. You see me here, you gods, as full as age and grief. If it be you that turns these daughters' hearts against their father, fool me not to bear it tamely. Touch me with noble anger, and let not women's weapons water drops stain my menaced cheeks. No, you unnatural hearts! I shall have such revenges upon you both. What they be, yet I know not, but they shall be the terrors of the earth! No, I will not weep, though I have full cause of weeping. Yet this house shall break into 100,000 floors, yet ere I weep. Will I shall go mad?
Come, listen, Mr. Longcross.
This house is little. The old men and people cannot be well bestowed.
It's his own blame. Hath put himself from rest and must needs taste his folly.
For his particular, I'll receive him gladly, but not one follower.
So am I the first. Where is my lord of Gloucester?
Follow me.
Gloucester?
I smell him. I do not see him. I hear the king is in high rage. High rage? Whither did he go?
He calls the horse, but will I know not whither.
It's best to let him go. He needs himself.
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Black night comes on, the bleak winds and sorely ruffled. Many miles above, scarce reach.
Such willful men, Beatrice did himself procure us be their schoolmasters. He shut up your doors. He is attempted by a desperate tree in what they may sense him to being apt. To have fear abused, twist amidst me.
Shut up the door, let's leave.
Winds and crack your cheeks. Rage! Blow! now, O seeming thunder, smite flat the quick rotundity of the world, crack nature's modes, and spill, germ spill once that make it grateful man.
No! Cold holy water in a dry house is better than this rainwater out of doors. Good no go in! Ask thy daughter's blessing. Use a night pity, neither wise men nor fools.
Rumble, thy belly full, speak fire, spout rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I touch not you elements with unkindness. Then let fall your humble pleasure. Here I stand, the slave, the poor, weak, despised old man.
He that has a house to put his head in has a good headpiece. The codpiece that will house me for the head has many, the head and he shall louse. So beggars very many.
No, I'm more patient. I will say nothing!
Things that love nights love not such nights as these. The wrathful skies geld the very wanderers in the dark.
And keep this dreadful palm on our heads, find out their liberty now. Tremble, thou wretch, that hast within the underworld shrines and whipped of justice. I be thy bloody hand, thou battered man of virtue, that art incestuous. Brave these concealing continents, cry our dreadful summoner's grace. I'm a man, more sin against than sinning.
Ah, alack, bareheaded. Gracious my lord, hard by here is a hovel. It should lend you some pleasure against the storm.
My wits begin to turn. How dost thee, boy? Thou art cold. I'm cold myself. It was the straw I fell out. It is strange, the art of our necessities. It makes vile things precious. O fool and knave, there is one part of me, a heart that's sorry yet for thee. Yeah. Come to your home.
This is a brave night to go a courtesan. I'll speak a prophecy ere I go. When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with water, when nobles are their tailors' tutors, no heretics burn but wenches' suitors, when every case in law is right, no squire in debt nor a poor knight, when slanders do not live in tongues, and cut purses come not to throngs, when usurers tell their gold in the field, and pimps and whores do churches build, then shall the realm of Albion come to great confusion. Then comes the time, who live to see it, that going shall be used with feet. This prophecy Merlin shall make, for I live before his time.